Well, good morning everyone and welcome to the show. Today we have an F-150 in. But wait, we're gonna be doing something in this that is kind of cool because it's a bothersome feature from the factory that, well, we'd like to get rid of. So stay tuned. So to make cars more fuel efficient, instead of putting money into the engine and doing fun stuff like that, or just trying to scrape out whatever they feel is the best fuel ever, they've added a feature called stop start. And what it is when you pull up to a stoplight, the engine shuts off. And then when you press the gas pedal, the engine starts up and you drive away. For most people, it's pretty bothersome. It's just annoying. In a pickup truck, it's really annoying. Fortunately for us, Metro has come out with a plug-and-play solution. That's right, plug-and-play solution for this. Now, we've done a previous video on this where they had a wired solution where you physically had to go in, and they've changed that. So we thought today we'd show you the new plug-and-play version of it. For those of you that are like still not knowing what stop start is and you have an F-150, it's this little button here on the dash that you press, and then every time you get in the car you have to press it and it stops the car from doing that when you pull up to a stoplight and the engine shutting off. Let's head over to the bench. This is the model here. It is the AXSSO-FD. And this is for Fords, but they also have them for Dodge and Chevy and other vehicles like that. You can head over to metroonline.com to check to see if they make one for your vehicle. Opening it up inside, you'll find the main module brain right here, the instruction manual, and a bag with some harnesses in the bag. There's two harnesses. This one here plugs into the OBD2 adapter, and this one here has a strange looking harness on it that doesn't look like this. And of course they have an end here and an end here. They're for two totally different cars, and how you figure out which one you need for your car is in the instruction manual. Opening it up, it's only one page. If you come down here to the bottom of the page, it'll tell you Ford F-150s, Fusions, Edges, they require this strange looking one, and then Focus and Escape require the simple OBD2 plug-in and done. Now this one is pretty straightforward. You unscrew your OBD2 adapter, you plug it into here, you screw this one up in place, you plug the unit in, and you're done. This one, on the other hand, this one requires a little bit more work, which we're going to show you. But before we can do that, we need to do the top of the page here, which is we need to program the module, this guy, for the vehicle we're going to put it in. To do that, there's a little door right here that has to be removed. A small flathead screwdriver will give you access to the USB inside. I recommend finding the shortest one you can get your hands on to do this, because sometimes the longer ones, well, they just don't work. Next, according to the instructions, you want to head over to axxessinterfaces.com/resources/software update. I just did a simple Google search for Axxess updater and it brought me right to the home page, which I downloaded the software. The software is pretty straightforward. It has a lot of configurables. Plug in the module, come down to stop start, select the year, make, and model of your vehicle. In this case, we have a 2019 Ford F-150. This should say ready here in the corner. Program interface. It'll come up and say searching for device. Now, if yours just keeps saying searching for device, it may be the USB cable. If you do get something like this where it says configuration failed, unplug the unit, plug it back in, select OK, and hit program interface. Once done, you'll get the notification here that says configuration successful, select OK. Now you're free to unplug it from the computer, put our little cover back over, grab the harness that you're gonna need. On the end, there is only one plug. There is a tooth on top. Plug it in, match that hole. It'll make a clicking sound. Give it a slight tugging to make sure it's in. Let's head into the vehicle now and we'll show you where this has to get plugged in. The harness we're looking for is located here behind this part of the radio. The first step is to remove this top portion. There's two screws underneath this grill. With a panel tool, gently pry up the grill. There's 4 clips, 2 on this side, 2 on that side. These are the 4 clips here. Now, depending on the year that you have, these clips, the newer ones, are a lot weaker than the older one. 2 screws in the back are 7mm. Across the front here, there's 3 more clips. Lift this out. If you have the center channel, unplug it. 2 7mm located here underneath that panel. From the top here, grab left and right side, palms on the AC vent. Just kind of push. Then with your panel tool or your fingers, you can gently rock this back and forth. It does help to have a cloth that you can put down over your center console. Pull the unit forward. For space, it is easier to unplug these two top clips here, but it is not totally necessary. The harness you are after is this guy right here. There's a clip located here. Push the clip in and pull the harness out. With it unclipped, plug in the bezel side first. Give them a tug in to make sure that they are nice and tight. There is a hole here that you can feed it through. Reach in behind the radio, pull it up towards the top, plug in your other two harnesses, push the unit back into place, and just snap in one of the corners. With that done, we want to start up the vehicle and make sure that it works. Now what this is a memory minder, meaning it's not reprogramming the car, it's not doing anything crazy. It is just, if you had the button pressed last time, when you turned off the car and started it, you physically have to keep pushing the button. The car doesn't remember that it was pushed. This is saying, hey, it was pushed last time, I'm going to push it for you. So the whole idea behind it is to just mimic when you start up the car however you had the car last. Looking at the stop start, the off is not indicated. If we go over to the gauge cluster, press the button, it'll say auto stop start deactivated by switch. Our off icon is on. Turn off the vehicle, let the whole little Ford thing go away. When we start up the car, the off icon should still be on. So over here we see that the stop start is still in the off position. Now that we know that it's working, we can snap everything back together and put all our screws back into place. All right, Fernando, end the show.
On to the next one, guys.
You guys have a great night as always. We'll see you later next time.
Bye.
Bye.